Hey guys, Juan Pablo Hernandez here. Welcome to JuanPablo'sWorldOfFilm.com. So a few updates for you. Number one, I'll be doing a lot of my video hosting now on YouTube on the channel Juan Pablo 181181. And don't worry about looking at or remembering all that. I'll have it at the very bottom of the blast as a link. On to script writing news. I finished penning Broken Devil last night, so that's done, which is great news. And a lot more cool thing. My film partner Daniel will be shooting a couple scenes that are an excerpt from my novel King of David in the next few days. So we'll have like drama and guns and dialogue and like fun shit for you guys to see in a couple days. It's not me sitting in a chair talking to you. But our main focus of today's video is to introduce you guys to keep on going with our ongoing series, script, A Labor of Love. And last time I talked about the difference between science and art in filmmaking. And I want to keep you guys steady on the science, so when you can finally lay all that down and get the science done with, you'll be free to just be artistic. And not feel that you run into these walls all the time and you can't move on. So that's what I hopefully can help you avoid all these roadblocks. Okay, so today I want to focus you guys on two things. First, high concept, and second of all, creating a memorable character. So what's high concept? Well, high concept in the most basic terms is a kick-ass idea. To create a story, let me start over here. Why have really great characters and put them into a shitty story that's been done a million times, cliche, why do that? Why waste a great character? Don't. In some really cool examples of a high concept are things like Minority Report with Tom Cruise. What if the police knew you were going to commit a crime before you even did it? Like, what crazy world would that be? That's a high concept. Sixth Sense, for instance. See, that is a twist on an old concept. Pretty much all the original ideas are gone, guys. Now, if you come up with an original one, like Cowboys and Aliens, for instance, as a film anyway, I guarantee someone's written a book about it before. But there really aren't any great, original ideas. So, you guys need to be banking on putting a fresh twist on an old idea, like M. Night did in his early career. Now he's just absolutely awful. But back in the day, the kid could write some kick-ass twists. So think about it. Make a list for yourself. Make a big list. Come up with a ton of ideas. Some good, some bad. A lot will be terrible. Let me just break the taboo. Sharks underwater, getting married. Maybe the Finding Nemo spin-off. Tri-cool. But don't worry about coming up with dumb ideas, because you'll come up with a lot of them. You just need the one good one. Alright guys, now we've created like a really cool world. And so now what? Let's make a really great character to live in that really great world. Now how do we make a memorable character? Alright, first of all, we have to allow our character a lot of room to grow. Like for instance, in my screenplay, Broken Devil, my main character, Audrey, is a horrible, horrible person. She's a terrible person. But that gives her a lot of room to grow to become a great person that we care about later. So give your character a very large growth arc. What's next? Quirks. Quirks are enormously important to your character. They define who you are as a human being. They define who our character is. Does he like ice cream in the wintertime? Does she get crazy upset if her hair gets wet? Is it like an apocalyptic event? Is the girl really into mechanics? Does this big buff guy really, that works out on Venice Beach, is he a closet fashionista? Does he like coffee in the evenings? All these little things make who you are to other people. That's what other people get to see, and that's what the audience will see from your character. They'll only see those little quirks that they're kind of like a they're what other people judge your character by. It's who they are in the audience's eyes. Now, okay, so we've covered quirks. Now we want to ask ourselves, how did our character develop these quirks? What is their backstory? Now, backstory, pretty vital to our character. Because at some point in the story, you'll have to validate the quirks your character has. For instance, Audrey is a terrible, terrible human being. And some of her quirks are she will do evil, evil things to you. Like, for instance, she'll take you to dinner. She'll buy you a nice chocolate. She'll pay for it. She'll wait till you leave. She'll take that little plastic wrapper that the chocolate was in. She'll wrap an 8-ball of Coke in it, plant it in your car, and have your fingerprints on it so when the cops come, they arrest you and take you to jail forever. But how did she become that way? What's her backstory? Well, Audrey, when she was a kid, she walked into the bathroom, and she found her mother dead in the bathtub. And from that moment on, obviously that changed her, and she never wanted to have her fate in somebody else's hands again. Because her mother was so shamed by finance and things like that it drove her to kill herself, so she does not want to become her mother. And that's her backstory. And that's what defines her quirks. So, really, even more important than our quirks is the character flaw. Now, let's take my character Jake, who is Audrey's boyfriend in my story, Broken Devil. His flaw is that he feels that he has lost out on the love of his life because of his fear of commitment. Now, he never wants to make the same mistake again. He's in love with Audrey. So when Audrey, wanting to accomplish her goal, wanting to escape her greatest fear of losing a 4.0 and not being able to get a great job and becoming like her mother, asks Jake to help her kill her professor because she's not going to get an A in the class, his fear of lack of commitment, of losing the love of his life again, possibly being alone for the rest of his life, that drives him to committing the great life-changing event in his life. And if you don't, make the flaw good enough, you can ruin a great character and a great high concept. It's really undervalued how important it is to give your character a great flaw like that. Because his flaw is ultimately his demise. And that's what, I want to make sure you guys, you build this high concept, this amazing world, and you have this great character, and you're excited about it. Like, if you aren't excited at this point, if you don't have a great world and a great character, and you're not excited, there's no reason to move on. Alright, guys? So, find that really cool thing. Find you and a bear in outer space that can talk, and you're fighting stuff. Wait, that's kind of like Star Wars. Alright? Find your Star Wars. Find your Han Solo. Find an amazing character. Put him in an amazing world. And get excited. If you aren't excited here, don't move on. Alright? That's the most important thing, because then you're not going to be in love with what you do. And this is the script, a labor of love. And if you don't love your character and the world you've created, don't bother going on, Stay here until you've found an amazing world, an amazing place to be. And once you're there, how do you create a story? How do you create tension? How do you make the ups and the downs and the rises and the falls? And how do you make the audience go, in really cool scenes? But we'll get to that next time, when we cover the 6 basic turning points of a story. Now, I know how to talk fast, because for some reason this camera only gets 9 minutes of video, and this is my 5th take. And it's driving me fucking crazy. So it looks like I still have a minute left. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for logging on to JuanPablo'sWorldOfFilm.com, and join us next time when we discuss the 6 major turning points of a story, turning our awesome world and our kick-ass character and making a story out of it. Thanks for logging on. This is Juan Pablo Hernandez, and I'll see you guys later.